Hi, I'm Lisa, 35 years old, and I live here in Springfield, Illinois. For almost 10 years, I shared my life with my husband David, he's 45, and my younger sister Emma, who just turned 18. But beneath the surface, things were starting to change, and I did not notice it right away. What I did not know was that everything I thought was real was starting to fall apart. On the outside, our life seemed perfect and we have everything to live a better life, steady jobs, a cozy home, and the kind of family people admire. But behind closed doors, things were starting to change. I just could not see it at first. The signs were not clear, too unclear for me to catch, until it was almost too late. David began working longer hours, often coming home late and always exhausted when he got home. When I asked him what was going on, he said it was just work stress. Emma, my sister, started to change too. Secretive phone calls, whispering conversation on the phone, hiding her screen when I walked in. I thought it was just normal teenage drama. I never once thought that the quiet moments were hiding something much darker. I told myself it was nothing. I was busy, overwhelmed, and sometimes it was easier to pretend everything was fine, telling myself these things didn't matter. I trusted them. I wanted to believe everything was fine and believe my family is still what it had always been. But, deep down, I brushed it off. I was too afraid to face the truth. But then, my best friend, her own story, a painful tale of betrayal by her husband and sister. The kind of betrayal I could not even imagine, until it happened to her. I thought, that could never happen to me. And that when it changed for me. I started noticing the little things, I could not ignore it any longer. The late night texts. The way David would turn his phone away when I walked by. Emma's nervous glances whenever I came into the room. My heart started to race, but I pushed it down. Was I just being paranoid? Or was my gut telling me something I didn't want to hear? Nights became unbearable. I couldn't sleep, couldn't think straight. I'd replay every moment, every conversation, every look. What was going on in my own home? I didn't want to believe the worst, but I couldn't stop wondering, was this the calm before the storm? Could everything I loved be slipping through my fingers? After that night, the unease I'd tried to ignore came crashing in. The signs weren't just there, they were screaming at me. But what they meant, I wasn't ready to face. David and Emma's behavior shifted in ways I couldn't explain. Conversations would stop the moment I entered the room. Secret smiles, stolen glances, whispered words behind closed doors. Emma's forced smiles couldn't hide the distance growing between us. Was I losing my family? Or was something far worse happening right under my nose? One afternoon, a message flashed across David's phone. For simple words from Emma, but they shattered me. My heart pounded. Was this innocent? Or was it the dark truth I'd been too afraid to admit? I tried to cling to hope, but every moment in that house felt like walking on broken glass. Emma's silence cut deeper than words. My sanctuary was crumbling, and I didn't know how much longer I could hold on. Then, the moment I'd feared arrived. Emma was pregnant. But whose child was growing inside my sister? My mind spiraled, I couldn't accept what the truth might be. When the truth finally broke free, it hit like a storm, the child was David's. My husband. My sister. The nightmare I tried to bury was now my reality. This betrayal cut deeper than I ever imagined. This is just the beginning of a journey through betrayal, heartbreak, and discovering truths I never imagined. What happens next? I have no idea if I'm ready to face it, but you'll want to be here for what comes next. Do well to like, comment your thoughts on what the next episode will look like, share if you find the story interesting, and subscribe now hitting the notification bell. Trust me, thumbs up, you won't want to miss this.